We'll call the regular session of the Isabella County Board of Commissioners meeting to order. Stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Here. Here. Present. Here. Here.
Here. Thank you, Clerk Lux. Commissioner Horton is attending the Union Township Planning Commission meeting where they are considering approval of our site plan for the sheriff's office and correctional facility. So he felt he needed to be there to represent the county today. So moving on to item number 3 is approval of agenda. We have general public comments. Item 5, presentations and special reports. We have none. Item 6, appointments to boards and commissions. We have none. Item 7 is consent agenda. Are there any items that any of the commissioners would like to remove for further consideration on the consent agenda?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to add to the new business, regular meeting minutes.
Commissioner, we'll wait till we get down to new business and I'll ask you at that point. Thank you.
Okay.
So committee reports, finance and administration.
Finance Administration is all set, Mr. Vice Chairman.
Thank you. Criminal justice and county affairs has no business tonight. Human resources and public works.
Human Resources and Public Works Committee is all set, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Brings us down to intergovernmental affairs, which we have none. Administrative controller report, which we have none. We have no unfinished business. New business. Is there anything anyone would like added under new business?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to the agenda under new business. Settlement agreement. Motion reads, move to approve the settlement agreement made by and between Isabel County Treasurer Stephen W. Pippins and the Isabel County Board of Commissioners is intended to resolve all litigation and appeals currently pending between the treasurer and the county and authorize the board chair to sign the same.
Thank you, Commissioner Hutchinson. So we'll be considering the settlement agreement under new business. And then there will be another opportunity for general public comments, announcements, and adjournment. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I'll move to approve the agenda as amended.
Support, Marino.
Been moved and supported. Madam Clerk, I guess we don't need a roll call for that. Do we? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, then moving on to general public comments. Anyone for general public comment? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, could you sit up front and state your name, please? And sign in. And please hold your comments to 3 minutes.
The reason I'm here is to try to get my District 2 Commissioner, Mr. Engler, who fight for us to maintain our roads. I understand that the roads are not an issue with this board. I get that. But as a citizen of District 2, I am appealing to him, the Deerfield Township, and next week I'm going to the Road Commission to their meeting. I think it would benefit the citizen to sign this petition, that everybody get on board and help us together to fix the road. Over the last few years, the neighborhood roads and ditches have been neglected. Specifically, my road, Littlefield between Broomfield and Millbrook Road, the roads have been graded improperly. They need to be properly graded to remove the ruts and secondary ditches for water runoff. Shoulders need to be added for proper water drainage and runoff. Littlefield Road needs to be leveled to keep the water from accumulating on or near private driveways. Roads need to be widened to allow cars to pass according to highway regulations. The guardrails over the hills should be free from buildup of dirt berm and debris. Berms should be removed and spillways added for proper water runoff. The overgrowth along the roads need to be cut back and maintained. Limbs, stumps, tree trunks, toilets, tires, rocks, boulders, concrete posts, and trash needs to be removed from the side of roadways along the right of way and out of ditches to allow water to flow properly. Ditching and culverts should be cleaned and replaced to accommodate the water runoff. Ditches, culverts, drains need to be replaced or added due to the age and defects that eliminate water flow. Drains are covered by debris, overgrowth, and berms are not accessible. Water is not accessible for drainage for water runoff. They are damaged, bent, covered, and do not serve the intended purpose of removing excess water from the roads, homes, driveway, and yards. All overgrowth along the right of way and the corner of Littlefield Road need to be cut and removed. The caution hidden driveway sign needs to be placed properly, installed at proper locations near hidden driveways. We also request added residential speed zone signing for Littlefield Road. As taxpayers, we need to come together to hold those responsible to clean and maintain our area, our community. We are entitled to have clean, safe roads and drains that will eliminate flooding from our roads, homes, and yards. I've got a signed petition from all the property owners on Littlefield between Broomfield and Millbrook Road. Mr. Engler, you came to my home 4 years ago. You saw the flooding that caused the road to wash down my driveway, 200 feet of driveway
Ma'am.
filled with muck and debris.
I'm gonna have to cut you short. You're over your 3 minutes. now.
Okay, so I am leaving this petition with you so that you can help the citizens get what they need done. Mrs. Mack,
I will take it from you.
thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else from the live audience for public comments? Nicole, do we have anyone online? Okay, very good. Then we'll move on. We have no presentations and special reports or appointments to boards and commissions. Consent agenda. Commissioner Hutchinson, would you like to read the consent agenda?
Motion reads, move to approve and place on file October 5th, 2021, regular meeting minutes, the October 6th, 2021, special meeting minutes, the October 12th, 2021, Finance and Administration Committee meeting minutes, and the October 12th, 2021, Human Resources and Public Works Committee meeting minutes.
Support, Marino.
Been moved and supported to approve the consent agenda. Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Hutchinson. Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jagodzinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Holt.
Yes,
Votes cast, 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you. Brings us down to item number 8, committee reports. And first up is Finance and Administration Committee.
The first item of business is consideration of the October 1st, 2021 invoice list, the October 8th, 2021 invoice list, and the October 14th, 2021 adjustment list. Motion reads, move to ratify and place on file October 1st, 2021 invoice list in the amount of $126,886.45. The October 8th, 2021 invoice list in the amount of $426,418.56. And the adjustment list dated October 14th, 2021.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the invoice list and the adjustment list. Discussion.
We've did review these bills a couple of times. Once we get it sent to us by email and have a chance to voice any concerns or objections. And of course, we did a review and work session. All the bills can be found online on the county's website for the meeting. As I looked at them, most of them are very familiar. We have a lot of contracts with vendors for services, and most of them fall within that category. The only thing that I could see I didn't see anything on the October 1st list, other than the state of Michigan for $10,094.28 for quarterly monument replacement fees of registered deeds. This is something that remonumentation goes on year after year as we check the corners, survey corners and correct errors, past errors. The October 8th, the only thing that I thought was somewhat unusual is Mount Pleasant Hotels LLC is getting a check for $83,720.23 as a result of Michigan Tax Tribunal lowering the 2020 taxable values. And this is something I think we've talked about in the past because of the COVID-19 and hits on the economy. A lot of the apartments, student apartments and hotels, is less travel. And so these entities are able to get reductions in their personal property tax or their property tax. I don't see anything else, again, on that list, unless there's questions. Moving on to the October 14th adjustment list. We have what we see every time is a lot of new invoices for Gordon Foods because we can get a discount by paying early. And City of Mount Pleasant added invoices so we can avoid late fees. Everybody has their own schedule that they work by in terms of payment of the bills, and our schedule is different from the city, so we pay that early to avoid a late fee. Other than that, the rest of them are either, again, adjustments for those same purposes or minor errors in the submittal of the bill and the corrections for that. Are there any questions?
Very good. Any questions? Okay, hearing and seeing none. Clerk Lux, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jagodzinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Holt.
Yes,
Votes cast, 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you.
Second committee business is 2021 October apportionment report. Motion reads, move to approve the 2021 October apportionment report as presented by the Equalization Department.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to approve the 2021 October apportionment report. Discussion.
So the apportionment report lists all the voted taxes throughout the county, regardless of entity. I mean, we have some with the county, which is Parks, Commission on Aging, ICTEC, it's Isabella County Transportation Commission, and I think there's one other. But it also lists the schools, it lists any of the townships that have fire or road levies and so on. And this list must be, this apportionment report, which is quite lengthy, it's 31 pages here, has to be approved by the county board so that these levies can be made. Without our approval, they can't move forward. So it's an important thing that we do annually.
Any questions? Okay, hearing and seeing none, clerk Lux, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes,
Votes cast 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. Item B is Criminal Justice and County Affairs, which has no business. Item C is Human Resources and Public Works Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Our first item is MIPP agreement. The motion reads, move to approve the Medicare Improvement for Patients and Providers Act, MIPA, Beneficiary Outreach and Assisted Purchase of Service Agreement between Michigan Medicare Medicaid Assistance Program and Isabella County Commission on Aging, and authorize the board chair to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported. Discussion.
Okay. For several years, the Commission on Aging has worked with the Michigan Medicare Medicaid Assistance Program Incorporated to provide information, counseling, and assistance to help Medicare beneficiaries understand and apply for Medicare low-income subsidy or the Medicare Savings Program, benefits through outreach and counseling assistance service. This agreement states MMAP will reimburse the Commission on Aging $150 for every LIS enrollment application completed, $200 for every MSP enrollment application completed, and $200 per Medicare preventive wellness benefits presentation. I know for a fact that this really helps our senior constituents go through the difficult process of getting these benefits, and it really helps a lot and saves a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Anybody have any questions or comments on this program?
Any questions? Any further discussion? Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes,
Votes cast 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you.
Okay, item 2, county park fees. Motion reads, move to approve the following changes to the county park fees. Increase residential camping rates at Coldwater and Herrick Parks from 20 per night to $25 per night. Increase residential cabin rates at Coldwater and Herrick Parks from $40 per night to $45 per night. Have annual watercraft fees for all guests by $10 change. Change memorial benches from $250 to a fee of $500. Offer a free daily pass to disabled veterans showing a disabled veterans ID card, and offer free entry into for all veterans on Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, and Veterans Day, all effective October 19th, 2021 for the 2022 season.
Support.
Been moved and supported to accept the changes to the county park fees. Discussion.
Yeah, this is brought to us by Sue Ann Koopmeyer, both in committee and then in the work session. We haven't changed our rates. It goes all the way back to 2009. And this is trying to align us, and it actually keeps us lower than most parks and offering in the area, and also with the just a great gesture as far as disabled veterans and also all veterans to take advantage of those 4 days that are going to be a free pass. Is there any discussion?
Any question? Commissioner Jelzensky.
I just want to extend a thank you to the Parks and Recreation Commission for the Veterans Pass. I think this may have started off with the Shepherd VFW post. One of the veterans are 100% disabled and asked if they could have waiver of fees, just like occurs in a lot of other government entities, national and state parks. And I think, you have a number of people out there that come out of the military service with a disability. Oftentimes their income is impacted, and it's nice that our own parks can provide that benefit to them.
Commissioner Engler.
Yeah, I know we talked earlier in the work session about this a little bit, about the fees and everything, but we talked about giving certificates and doing this and doing that. And finally, it just came up that, why don't we just give everybody the ability to go on that's a disabled vet. So we tried several things and they said, well, it's not going to affect that many people. It's the right thing to do. So that's why we did not put a number on there and said, if you're disabled, you get honored on those days. So
Any further discussion? Commissioner Sweeney.
I commend the Parks Board for doing that for the vets and the disabled vets. I also just wanted to make the comment that I think the board was very conservative in raising the fees, since we haven't raised the fees since 2009, as Terry said in the work session. So we're keeping the parks affordable for people, and we're also providing an extra benefit for our veterans. Very nice work on the parks.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's a nice thing to do for the veterans. It's a nice way to show some appreciation for those folks. And the rate change is still very, very reasonable from what I've seen in other places. So very good. Mr. Engler.
just real quick, and like we talked about earlier, the rate change was more because it was the new reservation system could not differentiate. And so we're putting a lot of stress on the gate attendants to try to figure out who is and who isn't. But so that's why we went to a modest increase and not increasing everything across the board or going higher so it affects everybody. But that was more or less to make the operation work a little smoother. So.
Very good. Any further?
I just would encourage anybody to use our parks. We've got some of the nicest parks around. It's amazing. You get out there and you take a tour and everything they'll do. I mean, it's just wonderful.
Anything else? Anything further? Okay, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jelzynski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Sweeney,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
Votes cast 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Clerk Lux.
Okay, our next item is the Drain Commissioner Annual Report 2021. The motion reads, move to accept and place on file the Isabella County Drain Commissioners 2021 Annual Report as presented.
Support.
Been moved and supported to accept the Drain Commissioner Annual Report for 2021. Discussion.
Yes, during the work session, our Road Commissioner Robert Willoughby, discussed this. We get this every year. I just want to point out that the county at large portion was $360,772.85, and the township at large put in $151,746.77. Anybody have any questions or comments at this time?
Questions or comments? Commissioner Jelzynski.
Want to have to share this with two of my townships, Lincoln and Cole. They seem to have a lot of drains and a lot of outflow from their budget to pay the at-large portion of the fee.
Yeah.
That probably won't catch them by surprise.
we have a lot of drains in Isabella County, and without them, most of the county would be a swamp like it once was. Absolutely. Any further discussion? Okay, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
Votes cast, 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, number 4, 2021 drain tax apportionment. Motion reads, move to adopt the 2021 drain tax apportionment for Isabel County tax billing.
Support.
Been moved and supported to adopt the 2021 drain tax apportionment. Discussion.
This is basically something that we have to do as far as getting in line to basically collect all the taxes for the county, for the tax billing.
Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, Clerk Lux, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes,
Votes cast, 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you.
Okay, our next item is Village of Lake Isabella delinquent water billing roll. The motion reads, move to approve the delinquent water billing roll as submitted by the Board of Public Works, which constitutes delinquent service charges of 6 months or more as of September 1st, 2021 for properties within Lake Isabella Forest Number 2 subdivision, Village of Lake Isabella, Township of Sherman, County of Isabella, State of Michigan, and therefore constitutes a lien on the property as provided by the County of Isabella Ordinance Number 1 of 1975 as amended.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the Village of Lake Isabella delinquent water billing roll. Discussion.
Okay, we get this every year, and there's 30 properties listed here that are in delinquents for a total of $11,841.76. And part of the reason there's been an increase this year is because of COVID-19. Any questions or comments at this time?
Questions or comments?
No, this is just a thing that we've got to do as far as trying to collect this money. I mean, it's just a necessary thing, and it went from 4,000 to 11,000. You can see where this is an ongoing thing, so it is something that we must do.
Anything else? Okay, hearing and seeing nothing further, Clerk Lux, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes,
Votes cast, 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you.
Okay, item 6, Great Lakes Bay, Michigan Works interlocal agreement. Motion reads, move to approve the Great Lakes Bay, Michigan Works interlocal agreement between the County of Bay, the County of Gratiot, the County of Midland, the County of Saginaw, and the County of Isabella, effective January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2026, and authorize the board chair to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works interlocal agreement. Discussion.
County Controller McAvoy.
Yes,
You did such a wonderful job in the work session. And we do have to give Margaret kudos for all the work she's done on this. Her and Jim headed up this, and it's just a good thing.
Thank you, Commissioner. I won't have too deep of a dive tonight. We talked about it today at the work session earlier, and we talked about it last week at the committee meeting. This is an agreement between the 5 counties who are members of the Great Lakes Bay Michigan Works Organization. We've been working on this for most of this year. This is something that the consortium board and executive committee agreed on last week. So it's going out to all the commissioners in all of the 5 counties for your approval and for the signatories of our chair. And I certainly highly recommend that the Board of Commissioners approves this tonight and authorize Board Chairman Horton to enter into the agreement.
Very good. Commissioner Jazinski.
I know when they changed the districts a few years back, we had some concerns because we were very comfortable in the number of counties that we were associating with. And now we were going to be put in with Bay and Saginaw. We had the fear that we were going to be overwhelmed, maybe not get the same amount of services, but it doesn't sound like it turned out that way. It looks like, they're providing an extra, a very good program for the people that need those services. So thank you.
Well said, Commissioner. Any further comments or questions? Okay, seeing nothing further, Clerk Lux, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski, Commissioner Hutchinson, Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes,
Votes cast, 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you.
That concludes the work of the Human Resources Public Works Committee, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, gentlemen. Next up is Intergovernmental Affairs, which we have none. Administrator Controller Report, which we have none. Unfinished business. We have no unfinished business, new business. We added to the agenda. Mr. Hutchinson added to the agenda a motion for to consider under new business. Would you read that motion, please?
Sure can. Motion reads. Move to approve the settlement agreement made by and between Isabel County Treasurer Stephen W. Pickens and the Isabel County Board of Commissioners is intended to resolve all litigation and appeals currently pending between the treasurer and the county and authorize the board chair to sign the same.
Support.
Been moved and supported to approve the settlement agreement. Any further discussion? I personally, I'll be glad if this passes to put this all behind us. Hearing no further discussion, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Commissioner Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
Votes cast, 6 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Clerk Lux. Next up is general public comment. Yes, ma'am. If you would, please.
I kind of got a little chuckle out of the drain commission, and thank God for them and not having swampy areas. Well, I have a little picture of a swampy area of my front yard. There's a drain, private drain, road drain going right into my private property. It's showing you how it opened up, and I have a swamp going through my front yard. It goes all the way through to the other side of my driveway, through the other side of my yard. Why there's a public drain in my private property that opened up in 2017, I have no clue. I can't get any information on it. I've tried calling the drain commission and I've tried calling the road commission. Nobody seems to know that the drain's supposed to be there. Frank Engler, you saw this when you came out to my home. You told me that you would get someone to divert the drain. You would get somebody to clean the muck and debris off of my driveway that was filled with funneled dirt coming down from the road. And there's the muck and all at my private water drain up by my garage. Water couldn't drain off because the road's higher than my driveway. I've been fighting for this for 4 years now. I can't get anywhere with the road commission. I do hope that you get with your constituents on Littlefield Road that sign this petition that you have, or that you will get, and meet with us, because now we got new families coming in there with children. The roads are getting higher, they're worse. And I gave you copies of all the debris and issues that we're having to deal with. Recently, I asked the engineer for the road department to please come and assess our road. They decided to turn me over to their attorney. That's how bad it's getting with this road commission. Okay, you know yourself that I can get nowhere with Tony Casale. As a matter of fact, I had my township supervisor, Tim Murray, go on my behalf. I got a phone call back from him telling me that his conversation with Tony Casale didn't go very well. So I'm not able to get any help. The only way I can get help, get our roads fixed, is to fill out a petition. Sleepy Hollow, Mr. Jerry Morey signed it. You've got 3 residents that live on that road that signed it. You got an adjacent landowner that butts up to the road signed it. So I think you got more than 75% of the people that live on that road to sign a petition. And I hope we can do something and work together to get this all resolved. It's a mess. It's unsafe. Used to be a beautiful road. We used to have runners from the high school, the college, agility train over the hill. We got the highest land peak in all of Isabella County. Okay? We used to have cyclists train up and down the hill. Nobody comes up and down the hills anymore. I have one lady that won't even go down the hill. She just retired from the recycling center. She's afraid to drive it.
Your 3 minutes are up, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm just explaining to you how bad it is.
Yep, thank you.
So if you will get with me, I would appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Connie Lee Bills, Union Township trustee and liaison to your commission. I would like to thank the county and all of you commissioners for doing this for the disabled veterans for the park fees. I think that is so cool because I'm related to one, and also I serve a lot of disabled vets. So thank you so much. And also like to comment on that hotel getting the $83,000 back. This COVID was horrible for the hotel and restaurant industry, and I am glad that they found an abatement there. That's great. Just so we can keep some hotels, because the restaurants were crushed. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment? Nicole, do we have anyone online? Okay, thank you. Brings us down to announcements. Commissioners, any announcements? Okay, I guess everybody wants to go home, huh? No announcements. Is there a motion to adjourn?
No move, Jelezinski.
Support Marino.
We're at 7:38.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Connie.